So, if you're a big fan of music in general, or if you have friends that are, people that necessarily um, aren't necessarily metalheads, but also aren't opposed to listening to metal, if it's of good quality. I myself, being one of those people, this is many years ago, keep in mind, um, was recommended Agalosh, as you may have been yourself if you are in that kind of situation. And I figured, way, it's probably, if so many people like it, people that aren't metal heads and that aren't talking about it in like metal circles, I figured, hey, that's probably pretty good. So I boot up a track. I listen to these nice folky instrumentals. I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. Then the guitars kick in. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Then the vocals kick in. I'm like, not bad. I like the screams. That's pretty good. I like that. And then the man begins singing to me. Starts singing. And at that point, the entire atmosphere of the song is ruined. The entire aesthetic is gone immediately. And I'm left with this goofy Lord of the Rings bullshit. That's the truth about metal that I'm referencing in the title of the video. Is that clean vocals in metal are bad. Always. And that's a hard truth to swallow. I hate to be the one to tell you this, especially if you are a big fan of metal. You are an metal head. But that's the truth. I'm sorry. You know? And it's bad in different ways, depending on the genre of metal. Like thrash metal, which is literally just toxic masculinity, the genre. It's bad because, I mean, one, all the performances are overly angry and they're just a bunch of dads yelling about how they hate fucking shit. I don't know. It's all edgy bullshit. And also the lyrics are bad. So that's why it's bad there. In something like fucking power metal, I mean, power metal as a whole is just omega goofy. I know that's kind of the point, but, I just don't fuck with Lord of the Rings bullshit, as I said. Um, in black metal, it it ruins the vibes of the song because fucking black metal is the only good genre of metal. I'll just come out right out and say it. Um, Even death metal, which doesn't feature clean vocals usually, it's also too angry and edgy, and it has bad aesthetics. Um, and the fucking vocals, it does not sound cool or good at all. Um, Sludge metal and like stoner metal or doom metal, whatever. I know people like. Oh, that's pretty boring as well. It's just slow guitars. So yeah, only black metal, and even then, mostly only atmospheric black metal. Like, I'm generally not a fan of the earlier, more aggressive stuff. Like, I don't much care for Bathory, but I like Dark Throne a lot, and they're a bit more on the aggressive side. So it's kind of more on a case by case basis in that regard. But generally, the atmosphericer it is, the better it is. Which is why the best black metal album is Das Tor by Passage d'Hiver. Because they've got like these fucking multi-minute long stretches of just wind sound, like winter winds bullshit, in between each song, which is great. You get trapped in the atmosphere. It's a hella big schmood, and clean vocals just rip me out of that. Literally every time. I've tried to listen. Like even if it's more of like a chanty type thing, like fucking what's that band called? They're like Polish or whatever. Fucking I forget their name. God damn it. They wear these big like umbrellas apparently in public. I don't know. But even that kind of stuff where it's more of like a choir or something, like that is still bad. It does not work. Um it's just goofy. Like every black metal clean vocal that I've heard has been omega goofy. And I don't I don't know why necessarily, but something about like the guitar tone, the style of play, the fucking blast beats or whatever. It just does not work with clean vocals. That also is why, like, inverse reason of why I don't like Sunbather. Because conversely, fucking shoegaze guitars don't sound that good against blast beats and yelled vocals. Um, but anyway, yeah. I mean, I hate to tell you this. Like I said, it's a cruel truth, and it makes me sad. 'Cause, I love. If I could listen to more music that's good, I'm always down for that. But in this case, metal as a genre, just not a whole lot there. Because it's whole, like, your genre is literally just like, what if it's this other genre but more extreme? And then you build like even more subgenres off of that. Like, that's just kind of generally a recipe for bad stuff. Um, Black metal is good because it's sad, and sad is the best aesthetic for music, like the best mood to base your music around. And it also is winter themed, which is also the best season. So sad winter it's a fucking strong ass mood to build your music around. um, but anyway, hope you liked the video. I'll give you some black metal Rex in the comments if you ask.